Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Again, it's Gibbs. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Off now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, Goff. Cut by Diggs. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. They'll go for it, Goff. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Out of the shotgun, Carr. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again, it's gone. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Chiefs have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. It's Mahomes. He beams one. Dave Wright's up. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Goff on 1st and 10. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now gone. He's on the move. On the move. Look. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have it on 2nd and short. Pistol now for Mahomes. On target to Worthy. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. That's completed right side. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get the game's first points here in the second.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
This offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset even in early in the game that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 32 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Goff. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, it's Mahomes. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run Pacheco. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Pacheco. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 3 now. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 44 here on 2nd down. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he has it down to the 30 before going out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff setting the throw. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Goff to the air now. A massive shot towards the end zone. And oh, he got it. Interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Chiefs are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Goff. Oh no, they get him yet again. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. This is ahead for about 5. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Safe Brown there to bring it in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
From the 46. He lofts it deep, right sideline. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Great field position out of this. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Slot man motioned over. First down, and they go right back to it. Again, he hits the second level. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs trying to end this before the final quarter. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Hardman with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he goes out of bounds, just short of the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Throwing is gone. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down throw from Goff. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing again, it's gone. He lofts one deep, center of the field. He's got it deep downfield. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Nevis with a point after. And the Lions still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Nevis ready to send this one away. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to push one deep, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Goff. Catch made over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Here's a give to Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They send a receiver in motion right. And he turns a little room to work into a gain down to the 9. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
And he drives this forward to the 6. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. A give to Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Now gone. Touchdown, Detroit. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Give to Pacheco to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete left side. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Third down, it's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Man in motion here. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Set him back 5, it's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
All right, now let's go get 6. Can't stop us, though! Can't stop us!
Pistol now for Mahomes. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs making a 3-score game in the 4th. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Keeping it on the ground. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Butker on now to kick this one away. Hardman with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Goff back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Hardman with a return. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A start on the ground with Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Looking to throw. Goff. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And he doesn't get much. A small pickup down to the 42. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Into the red zone. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown. The Lions putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this play will not reach the end zone. He's held out, and they will not take another 2 points off that lead. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not.
Put the body on the line for his team. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Chiefs put up even more points in a win. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Butker to try the point after. Near that right upright, but it sneaks in. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ball game. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. So scoreless, a win for the Chiefs. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Broncos enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.